take you across to Puducherry, where the Prime Minister is holding a roadshow ahead of the Assembly elections, setting the tone for the upcoming Assembly polls. Well, that is the Prime Minister, and several people have been standing for a long time now to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. He is right now in Puducherry. He is leading from the front, setting the tone for the BJP's Assembly campaign. Remember, this time around, there is an alliance in Tamil Nadu. But as far as Puducherry is concerned, the Prime Minister is holding a roadshow right now. There are several issues that the Prime Minister is set to bring up as far as the policies is concerned. My colleague Thoya Jakshi is joining me right now to get us more details. Thoya Jakshi, what we're looking at on our screens right now is that Prime Minister is holding a mega roadshow in Puducherry. What is expected? What is his itinerary going to look like? People have been waiting with bated breath to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. And here he is on your screens right now, setting the tone for the upcoming Assembly elections in Puducherry as well. Thoya Jakshi, what's on the card for the Prime Minister?
He has already arrived in Puducherry for a roadshow, for ahead of the April 9th Assembly election, which is happening in the Union Territory, Puducherry, where the Prime Minister, who is already landed in Puducherry, who is going to hold a roadshow for about 1.7 kilometer long roadshow from Ajanta Signal Junction to Anna Square is scheduled, to commence, already has started when Prime Minister who has arrived there, he is also likely to address the rally, in support of the ruling, AINRC-led NDA led by Puducherry Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy, where now that BJP, AIDMK and the LJK are among the NDA alliance over there in Puducherry, where now that the NDA leaders and the candidates also will accompany the Prime Minister at this roadshow and the event that would see the participation of over 30,000 people in Puducherry. You can also see that the roadshow is underway, where you can see the several leaders of the BJP, AIADMK and LJK are also taking part alongside with the Prime Minister. And it is also expected that right after the roadshow and the events that is going to conclude in Puducherry, Prime Minister Modi would be heading back to Chennai, where he would be staying overnight in Chennai at ITC Grand Chola. It is also expected that tomorrow, that is on the Saturday morning around 10 o'clock, PM Modi is expected to have a meeting with all the BJP Karyakartas in Tamil Nadu as well. As you see that today the BJP candidates list has also been announced for the Tamil Nadu Assembly polls, where you see the several candidates, who would be contesting. So it is also likely that tomorrow Prime Minister Narendra Modi would be meeting all these candidates. Samya.
Actually, but what are the issues that are ailing Puducherry right now that perhaps would be brought up in the upcoming Assembly elections? There is definitely the issue of a statehood as far as Puducherry is concerned. There is a limited autonomy because between the governor and the elected government over there, there is always this power tussle that we have seen in Puducherry. Those issues are bound to be taken up in the upcoming Assembly elections. Is the Prime Minister expected to address them?
Of course, Prime Minister is expected to address all the key issues that is happening, going around in Puducherry, in the Union Territory Puducherry there, because, before they announced their candidates list and they were having, a power tussle, they were having a political tussle that was going on because, as of now, the parties who are with the NDA alliances, that is NR Congress, BJP and AIADMK. Since that a new party, LJK, is also has joined the NDA alliance from this, assembly elections. where personally that NR Congress, the current Chief Minister who of Puducherry, N. Rangaswamy, was not that happy about the LJK party joining. So there were several, political issues, tussles, and there were other issues that was going on in Puducherry as well. But now we are expecting that what kind of speech Prime Minister would address for the people of Puducherry, and he would also address some key political speech as well. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of speech he would be giving out today in Puducherry, Sanya.
Joshi, kindly stay with us. Let's look at that road show that is taking place right now in Puducherry. The Prime Minister over there waving at all those onlookers, people, residents of Puducherry who have been waiting to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. Amid much fanfare, the Prime Minister is being welcomed by the people of Puducherry as he sets the tone for the upcoming assembly elections in Puducherry. There are issues concerning the statehood and the division of power between the governor and the elected chief minister. The Prime Minister over there waving at the people who have been waiting in long queues in Puducherry, where the Prime Minister is slated to hold this roadshow. It's a 1.7-kilometer roadshow from Ajanta Signal Junction to the Anna Square.
तस्वीरें आप पुदुचेरी से देख रहे हैं। पुदुचेरी में भाजपा के समर्थन में
My colleague Thoya Jakshi is joining me right now to get us more details. Thoya Jakshi, when it comes to the issue of unemployment or the environment, those are the other issues that is often brought up by the opposition for sure. They're talking about how the environment issues and as far as the water issue, because Puducherry is a union territory where these issues often come up. These are what people of Puducherry want to know, if these concerns are going to be highlighted in the upcoming assembly election campaigns. What do we know about the BJP's, tall promises that they have made? We're looking at the Prime Minister kick-starting that campaign in Puducherry. What do we know the BJP has to offer to the people of Puducherry now?
Well, of course, Soumya, as far as it's concerned about the issues that seen have going around in Puducherry, in the Union Territory, Puducherry, because not only, talking about jobs or water issues, let me also tell you one thing. Puducherry is one of the tourist destinations where a lot of, people across India, who would just go to Puducherry, and it is a tourist destination, and there are several other issues that has also been going on as far as the people of Puducherry is concerned. Let it be the jobs, and let it be the water issue, water crisis that's been going on, where it is expected that Prime Minister Modi would address all these issues in today's speech as well, because he's going to highlight these important issues. What is going on in Puducherry, because even the BJP in Puducherry has given few poll promises that the water crisis would be solved, and the government job issues also they've given few poll promises, and highlighting to that Prime Minister today in Puducherry would be addressing an important give out an important message to the people of Puducherry as far as it's concerned. As of now, NR Congress and BJP are in alliance, where the NR Congress current serving Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy, who is also expecting that Chief Minister would highlight these important points, and make sure that it would be really helpful for the people of Puducherry. And not only that,
when we're talking about internal rifts, of course all the coalition partners often have rifts, and these rifts often get resolved as well. It is the nature of a coalition to have differences between coalition partners, especially when we're talking about the AINRC and the BJP. What are the issues that is affecting their dynamics, and how are they planning to resolve them ahead of the elections? Because otherwise it is going to be the opposition that will be looking at taking advantage of it.
Well, Samya, as far as it's concerned with the alliance, that's between the NR Congress and the BJP in Puducherry, in the Union Territory Puducherry, they have been, going around really smoothly. The main political problems, issues that came around during the, seat sharing talks and the alliance, with the NDA. Where NR Congress Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy was not much happy about LJK joining the NDA alliance, has due to some personal rift. As well as, it is concerned that NR Congress and BJP are being in in the government for the last 5 years, and there is no current political rift between NR Congress and BJP. But here, what it is concerned is N. Rangaswamy, who had personally had given out saying that sources were also saying that N. Rangaswamy was not happy about LJK joining the NDA alliance. It is also said that the High Command, had a word with N. Rangaswamy, and that is when, N. Rangaswamy, said okay for LJK being in the NDA alliance. These kind of issues were currently going on. But as of now, elections are almost around the corner, where Puducherry would be going to polls on the April 9th, along with Kerala as well as Assam. Samya. So we'll have to see now that NDA alliance is strong in Puducherry with NR Congress and LJK, DMK. So we'll have to see how far it's going to be, how far it's going to be there for the victory, because the opposition, it is Congress versus DMK. And now, on the other hand, you can also see that the TVK is, contesting solely in Puducherry. So we'll have to see, how far it is important for TVK also in this general elections, that they are contesting solely in Puducherry.
New entrant can ruin the chances for an already existing coalition or not? That is going to be an interesting take. But Thoya Jakshi, if you're talking about anti-incumbency, is there anti-incumbency against Rangaswamy's government in Puducherry? And if we are looking at Rangaswamy being changed at all, or is he going to be retaining the chair? What does it look like? Is he heading towards a second term if they manage to secure victory, or could there be a rejig?
Well, Rangaswamy being the Chief Minister for the last 5 years in the Union Territory Puducherry, but as far as it's concerned for the people of the people of Puducherry, it is it is a talking point, because NR Congress and NR Congress Chief Minister N. Rangaswamy, who was holding the government for 5 years and who have been serving the people for 5 years. See about that, whether Rangaswamy has the second opportunity to become Chief Minister for the second time, Samya. So we'll have to see what happens on the May 4th.
Thank you, Thoya Jakshi, for getting us all those details. Those are the visuals on your screens right now. The Prime Minister is in Puducherry holding a road show. He is setting the tone for the upcoming assembly elections.